Trinadapi sunichena Torariva sahishnuna Amanina manadena Kirtaniya sadahari Hare Nama Hare Nama Hare Namaiva Kevalam Kalo Nastyeva 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 Gatir Anyata Vajahure Mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Vajahure Mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Durlava Manava Jannama Satsange Durlava Manava Jannama Satsange Charaha e baba sindhure Charaha e baba sindhure Charaha e baba sindhure Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Please repeat after me. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this stanza, Vajahure Mana Sri Nandanandana, the author is speaking to his mind. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna instructs us in chapter 6 that the mind can be one's enemy or one's friend. If the mind is controlled, then one's mind is one's best friend. But if the mind is uncontrolled, then one's very mind is the worst enemy. So he says, let us be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. And he says, if we do that, we will become abhay, fearless. He says that we have gotten this rare human form of life, Durlabha Manava. We have gotten this opportunity after millions and millions of rotations in the evolutionary cycle. Brahmanda Brahmate Kona Bhagyavan Jeev. Like a Ferris wheel, sometimes higher planets, sometimes lower planets, sometimes intermediate earthly planets, birth after birth, changing our positions. So human birth is very rare. And he says, Satsanga, the most important thing in this human form of life is association with devotees. After all, a man is a social animal. We don't live in caves. We're not hermits. We are within society. So the association of devotees is crucial. Now, in the last line of the song, he says, Durlabha Manava Janama Satsanga Taraha E Bhava Sindhure. He gives the analogy that is used throughout the Vedas. That material existence is like an ocean. After all, we have three waves. The waves of the mode of goodness, like right now. This is the waves of the mode of goodness. When you go to work tomorrow, then the wave of passion comes in. The freeway. You feel it. You see it. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They cut you off like that. Mode of passion. Everybody's very busy. I got to go somewhere. I got to be somewhere. I got to do something. Get out of my way. And then, though not you, but there are those in another wave, the mode of ignorance. They live in Las Vegas, where all they're doing is sinful activities. They think it's a mela, but actually it is the mode of darkness. So, taraha e bhava, he says, material existence, bhava, is like being situated in this ocean, and you're being tossed and turned. But he says, taraha, you can cross over this ocean by associating with devotees. Because what do devotees do? Devotees don't drink alcohol. Devotees don't gamble. Devotees don't indulge in illicit sexual connections and forbidden foodstuffs. They don't do that. Devotees live according to the principles of Bhagavad Gita. So this line, Taraha e bhava sindhure, is practically, because this is the Bengali language, this song. Taraha e bhava sindhure. It is identical to a verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Daivi hi esha gunamayi momamaya duratyaya mamevaye prapadyante mayam etam taranti te. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita in chapter 7. Chapter 7 is the beginning of the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Our Guru, Srila Prabhupada, who's here, he says that the middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are the confidential chapters. So it is befitting in that chapter 7 that Krishna will speak this verse. Daivi hi esha guna mayi. That there is this material energy coming from me, divine in its origin, but duratyaya, insurmountable. You cannot cross over, like that song, Taraha e bhava sindhure. You cannot conquer over this insurmountable material energy except mam eva ye prapadyante, unless you surrender unto me. That is a teaching of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. That mam eva ye, certainly, eva, certainly, if you prapadyante, surrender to me, mam, Krishna is speaking, he's referring to himself. Mam eva ye prapadyante, mayam etam taranti. So the Bengali was taraho, and the Sanskrit taranti, to cross over, to get to the other side. In the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you'll see in the beginning verses how the material world is considered to be a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. It is like the reflection of a tree onto a lake. You're standing on the other side of the lake, and on the other side is a tree. And the tree reflected in the water is upside down. So what seems to be the top is actually the bottom, and like that. So this material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. We must understand, throughout the Vedas, especially in Srimad Bhagavatam, material existence is said to be an illusion, a dream existence, the perverted reflection. And even in that chapter 15, the same prescription is given by Krishna. How to get out of the illusion. Same thing. Surrender to Krishna. That is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. I read Bhagavad Gita every year completely, but it doesn't change. I keep waiting for it to change, like our government laws. Every other day they make a new one. But Bhagavad Gita, there's no change. You'll read it from now for the next 10,000 years. If it's Bhagavad Gita as it is, it'll have the same conclusion. You can cross over this material existence only by surrendering to Krishna. And it is so easy to surrender to Krishna. So easy. If you have a tongue, you can surrender. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody surrender. But the problem is, I am reluctant to surrender. That is my problem. I give so many excuses. I'll do it later. Yes, then you're 75 years old, and then still I'll do it when I'm old. Therefore, Krishna says in the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, Ma Shucha, do it now. Don't worry. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt. Don't fear. Surrender immediately. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita, so this is one verse where Krishna is talking about the material energy. There is another one in chapter 9. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kauntaya jagad vipari vartate. Here's another powerful verse. Krishna is saying that the material energy is under my thumb, under my control. He is the master puppeteer of everything that's going on. So that's another concept to understand about this material energy. Who's behind it? It is Krishna. So, our study of transcendental knowledge begins with Bhagavad Gita. Spiritual knowledge or transcendental knowledge should be the objective of the human form of life, as I sang in that song, Satsanga. Because when devotees come together, they talk about Krishna. They talk about spiritual subject matters. all week long, the radio, the TV, the newspapers, the magazines, they're discussing materialistic topics. But there should be some time every day would be very good. But at least once a week, at least come to the temple and hear spiritual subject matters. That's why this class is essential. I was mentioning this last night, that there must be some philosophical understanding. Where is my son here? My spiritual, not my blood son, but my spiritual son, Jaime. Everybody say Haribo. He's one. I have many spiritual sons and daughters around the world. So we were discussing, because he needed me a ride to come. We were discussing this point, how people neglect their spiritual life. So at least once a week, there should be this kata, spiritual subject matters. So the beginning of spiritual knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, the ABCs of transcendental knowledge. You should learn, you can't go on to read other things until you know your ABCs. That's the way it works. You have to know your ABCs. So you begin with Bhagavad Gita. And I already gave you the conclusion. The whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to accept Krishna as God, as the Supreme, and surrender unto Him. Now, if people want to know more about this, as